Q&A time, baby. A lot of you have asked me for some sort of love and relationship advice, and I'm not sure if that's some sort of practical joke, but I'm here for you guys, and I'm gonna do my best to help you guys out because clearly I am very successful and experienced in that department. I don't really feel qualified to be giving people that kind of advice, but hey, that's what the internet's all about, right? Also, I'm in desperate need of a haircut, but I'm timing it so that it's like the perfect length for something, so bear with me, I apologize, and if you can't handle me at my Fire Festival, then you don't deserve me at my Coachella.
Oh my god, Coachella, Coachella.
Oh my god, Coachella.
We get it. Are you single and do you ever get lonely? Is that a real question? You made that up. Like the single part's real, but you added the lonely, right? That's a real question. Okay. Yes, I am single and I'm kind of okay with it. You know, I'm obviously open to whatever, but I'm not laying in bed at night crying myself to sleep, except for last night, but I'm usually pretty okay. I'm never letting you pick questions ever again. That's what we started with. We're off to a great start, obviously. I'm ready to fall madly in love with somebody and post pictures of his floral arrangements 5 times a day. I love you, I'm just kidding. I'm actually happy for them, I'm just kidding. What YouTuber would you marry? I don't really know. No, you can't pick Vivo accounts. That's not fair, right? Because then people would just be like Rihanna, Shawn Mendes. Oh my god. I only really go on YouTube to watch music videos and interviews with different musicians, so I don't really watch traditional kind of YouTube stuff, but I'm trying to think of someone to answer the question. Gigi and Connor Franta? Oh, I would marry them for sure, yeah. The Rhodes Bros? Well, there's 2 of them, right? Well, which one? So Gigi, Connor Franta, and one of the Rhodes brothers, the one that's not in a relationship. That's my answer, I guess. How about I answer this question with a question of my own? Which YouTuber would you want me to marry, and which YouTuber would you marry? Let me know in the comments below, because I'm real curious. I always fall for guys that I'm really attracted to, but that I know aren't good for me. You gotta start thinking with this, and not with, you know. How do I let my crush know that I like him? I usually just stare at people I have a crush on or like send them pictures of my feet. That usually works. Just make sure you get like a pedicure first, obviously. Or you could do this like old-fashioned thing that like people have kind of forgotten about, including myself. You just go up to them, introduce yourself, and show them how cool you are. And don't overthink it, just do you. Unfortunately, it doesn't always work like that because we're living in a swipe left or right society where people only communicate with each other with screens in front of them. So if you just go for it, what's the worst that can happen? Okay, yeah, I believe in you and I wouldn't leave you on red on a Friday night, so you should do it.
Oh my god, he's gonna reject me, I'm gonna have to change schools, change my name, work at like SeaWorld as like a whale, and then just fall off the face of the earth.
Oh my god. My boyfriend and I took a sorting hat test and ended up in different houses. Does this mean that we aren't meant to be together? You should break up with him. Should I date my friend's ex?
She lives for drama.
You gotta hear both sides. It depends on the situation. If we're talking like they used to date back in like middle school or a really long time ago and they are 100% over it and they've moved on and are in new relationships that are super awesome and great, I think it's kind of fair game. You know your friend better than me and anyone watching, so you know if he or she still has feelings for this individual. Like even if they pretend that they've moved on and they're super happy but like are secretly low-key lurking on their Facebook to make sure they're like not doing better in life, I feel like deep down you know whether it's cool or not. Maybe even like mention it to them, run it by them, but if it's the kind of situation where they lived together for like 5 years or something and recently broke up, you gotta be prepared to potentially lose your friend over this. Are you that convinced that this individual is your soulmate that you're willing to jeopardize your entire friendship with this person because of this? You also have to ask yourself, is there a reason why they broke up? Did they break up because that person did something extremely shady and awful to them? Because if they did it to them, there's a pretty good chance that they'll do it to you as well. So old habits die hard. I hope this helped. I trust that you'll make the right decision. May the odds be ever in your favor.
Bros before hoes. Unless the hoes are really cute.
Would you like to have kids? I honestly don't know. I think I would make a really great dad someday. I would want to raise a kid or multiple kids with somebody else. I wouldn't want to do it as like a single dad. So I have some things to sort out in order to make that happen. But maybe someday, but not right now. I still feel like a kid and I might get a dog, I don't know. Would you ever be part of a throuple? So I had to Google this in order to find out what it meant, and a throuple is a relationship between 3 individuals. I think it's difficult enough to meet one person that you want to spend the rest of your life with, and I think it would be really difficult, for me in particular, to like meet 2 people to do that with.
It's just not realistic.
You would need a really big bed, and like how would you coordinate the bathroom schedule in the morning? Can you imagine that? You're all trying to get ready for work and there's like 3 people? Like no. How do you pick what movie to watch on like a Saturday night? Oh my God, that'd be so difficult. I don't know that it's for me, but live your life, do your thing, and have fun. Who is your daddy crush? Define daddy. A gentleman over the age of like 40? Show me pictures of daddies. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. There are a lot of handsome gentlemen out there. I can't think of one specific person off the top of my head, but for the sake of answering the question, let's think of somebody. Okay, the guy from Game of Thrones, John Hamm, Rob Lowe, the dad from Teen Wolf. Damn, you got a type. Shout out to all you daddies out there holding it down. I've had a crush on my friend for years and I've always wanted to say something. I don't want to lose him as a friend though.
Betty Cooper, is that you?
Is this not the plot of Riverdale season 1? I'm gonna give you 2 answers. The grown-up answer that you'd get from like a guidance counselor or like a fortune cookie, and the realistic 2017 answer that we all would probably give you. The grown-up answer. You need to go for it. Life is too short. You need to share your feelings with him and tell him how you truly feel. Answer number 2, the realistic one. Send a friend that you trust really well to send out some feelers and get a sense of whether or not he might like you too. Obviously, don't get anyone who's gonna like spill the beans and totally give it away, so that you don't have to actually communicate with him face to face because ew, awkward.
Wait, you want me to talk to him in person?
Communicating with someone IRL in 2017 is awkward and gross and we just don't have time for it. What's your perfect idea of a first date? Honestly, I feel like I can't be too picky at this point. I'll take what I can get, but I'm open to pretty much anything, whether it's something crazy and unusual like skydiving or something old school and kind of regular like dinner and a movie, you know? Whatever kind of makes sense for us at the moment, I'm totally down to do. I feel like I really just want to go to laser tag or something. Would you consider dating someone who isn't a celebrity? Of course, I would prefer it because as a non-celebrity, I would be happy to date another non-celebrity. For whatever reason, so many people out there want to be famous and date celebrities or famous people, and I don't think people realize how crappy it would be to have people follow you guys around at all times. Have people you've never met tweeting and creating GIFs, like making fun of your relationship, like ain't nobody got time for that. You don't want that in your life. It's tricky enough to have a relationship as it is. The last thing you need is to have a bunch of people you've never met all up in your business. Would you consider dating someone who isn't out? At this point in my life, I'm really comfortable with who I am and don't really care about what people think. So I wouldn't want to get into a situation where I felt like I had to be secretive about anything or felt like I was like backtracking. I think it depends on the situation because there are definitely levels to it. If it's like, hey, my family and friends are totally cool with it, excited to meet you, but my 95-year-old grandmother's gonna be at the holiday dinner and she doesn't really get this sort of thing, so if you could like, you know, not make out with me at the dinner table, that would be awesome. Like for sure, totally understand that, totally cool with that. Not a big deal. Also, I would never do that. That visual though, ugh. But if it's like we can't walk on the same side of the street and you have me saved in your phone under a fake name like Pizza Hut, then I'm not really about that life. It's not delivery, it's over. How can I tell if my boyfriend is an F-boy? I feel like if you have to ask, then you might already know the answer to this, and I think you know what to do.
Block, delete, unsubscribe.
What dish would you serve to someone you were trying to impress? Cake.
Cake, 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 cake.
Most attractive trait or thing about a person. I'm gonna pick one physical thing and then one thing relating to personality. Someone's eyes or butt. Personality-wise, a good sense of humor, or someone who's just a genuinely sweet and good person. What if they have nice eyes, a nice butt, a really good heart, and are a really good person? Then I might just propose. What are the last 3 emojis that you used? The burger emoji, duh, the heart emoji, and the purple devil emoji?
Ew.
Okay, I honestly don't remember using that, and I was probably using it ironically because that's like the signature F-boy emoji. If someone sends you the purple devil emoji after the sun goes down, you need to reply with a gif of like a reality TV star rolling their eyes and just never speak to them again because you already know what time it is. Oof. Read your last text. But will there be food? Yeah, sounds about right. What's your favorite Mexican food? All of it. What's your favorite breakfast cereal? Probably Honey Nut Cheerios. Yo, does that make me boring? Oh my god, that does make me boring. Growing up, we weren't allowed to have sugary cereal or like fruit roll-up, Dunkaroos, or like any of the fun snacks the kids at school would have. So at the time, I was kind of bummed because I was like, why can't we eat these things? They're so good and fun. But looking back, I appreciate it. I also don't eat cereal that often. I don't know. So if you ever sleep over, bring your own cereal because I won't have Fruit Loops or anything fun. If you could collaborate with any artist, who would it be? Probably Ariana. I think it'd be really cool to make a fun dance pop record with her. Something a little bit edgy, but very radio friendly, with a fun video that everyone would laugh at, but also enjoy.
I give 0 and I got 0 killing me.
Let's make it happen, maybe one day. What do you plan to do with your first million? If I get big enough for make $1 million, I want to throw a concert at ideally Madison Square Garden or the Barclays Center, but maybe even like Best Buy Theater, and donate all the ticket sales to the Trevor Project. Ideally, I would want to do it like once a year, keep trying to make it bigger and bigger and get different musical acts, comedians, internet personalities, whatever, to come out and basically perform and do this, and I think that'd be awesome. And one day soon. Do you think you should be more popular than you are on YouTube? YouTube is a great platform and there are tons of talented people on this website, but I don't really think it's the place where I'm going to personally make my mark or like make a name for myself. And I'm okay with that. I think I'm more likely to end up getting a lead role in a TV show, Riverdale season 2, or write a hit song for somebody. And I don't want to make a video of myself going to Target to buy toilet paper. Like, that's not what I want to do in life. I feel like I have greater things to contribute, and that's just how I feel. I will vlog, but it's going to be when I have something to vlog about, I guess. What's your background? I'm French Canadian. My parents are Canadian, they were born here. Their great-grandparents were also born in Canada. If you go back like hundreds and hundreds of years, I'm French, English, and a little bit Scottish. There you go. What Power Ranger would you be? I want to say green, but I feel like they just make me the pink one. There's already a pink one, but they would just hand me a pink suit and be like, yeah. Actually, I'd be the white one because I'm pale AF. They would be like, oh wow, nice suit. And I'd be like, oh, I haven't morphed yet. This is just my skin. What is your biggest pet peeve? I'm really easygoing and super relaxed about stuff, but late people, I have a problem with. And I'm not talking 10 to 15 minutes late because you couldn't find parking. That's totally understandable every now and again. That's not a big deal. I'm talking 30 to like 45 minutes late every time you hang out with somebody. I can't hang out with people like that. Late people are worse than slow walkers, and slow walkers are bad. I hope I answered all of your questions. If I didn't, leave a question in the comments below and I will answer it in a video over the next week or so. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.